My name is Reggie. I'm about kicking ass. I'm about taking names. And we're about making games. We like games with big stars and big explosions. And we like games so scary, they keep you up at night. I'd like you to welcome a guy who's been essential in building that momentum, George Harrison.
This graph shows the industry sales, excluding Nintendo, over the last 2 quarters, compared with the previous period. Now, let's look at what Nintendo's done in the same time periods. On the console side, we see plenty of business yet to be done in this generation. And we believe that the potential for this generation is more than 55 million units. That means there are almost 20 million units still to be sold. The late adopters want something else. They want pure entertainment. They want familiarity. And most importantly, they want value. We're fully deploying the familiar franchises that are so popular with the mass market. A new Donkey Kong adventure, a new Pikmin, a move for Advance Wars to GameCube, and Mario making 2 appearances in Mario Party 6 and in Paper Mario. Nintendo's GameCube library will grow to more than 400 games this year. Pokemon has again taken the market by storm in Japan. The ability to trade your Pokemon with your friends using the Game Boy Advance wireless adapter. You'll soon be seeing and playing wirelessly with more than a dozen titles. Game Boy doesn't just lead the handheld gaming market, it owns it. Now, if you're asking whether PSP can catch Game Boy Advance, maybe we should first ask, can the PS2 catch Game Boy Advance? Since its launch in June of 2001, Game Boy Advance has sold more units than PlayStation 2 in America. And this year, you'll see Donkey Kong Country 2, F-Zero 2, The Legend of Zelda, Mario Advance, Mario Party, and Mario Pinball, all coming to Game Boy Advance. Together, there's a heavenly array of hits for both Game Boy Advance and Nintendo GameCube.
Well, the wait is over. This is Nintendo DS. In creating DS, we've given the world's most talented game makers new tools to work with, new ways to express their imaginations, and of course, in the end, new enjoyment for all of us.
Nintendo came down and presented the DS platform to us just about a month or so ago. I think everyone was in shock.
When I told the functions of DS to our creators, they were very excited and eager to work on new development. They really liked DS.
The introduction of Nitro, or the DS, is going to allow us to take handheld gaming to the next level.
The history of the platform in the last 10 years is that improvements were made on only certain functions. It has been a long time since the platform itself changed radically.
With the DS, I think they set the next standard across the board for all kinds of things.
It's going to generate such a new way of playing games that is going to generate automatically more emotion, more excitement, and more fun for the player, which is basically what we are here for.
Things will totally change. We will think anew what we want to express and what kind of things we want players to enjoy using this platform. We're expecting to change the contents of the game, how to play the game, and how to make the game.
The DS will continue Nintendo's great success in the handheld gaming market.
It's very innovative technology that is clearly focused on immersing the consumer into the gaming experience.
But let's start with the two screens. Each is programmable in 2D or 3D. The 3D quality is simply beautiful. Most of you remember how you felt the first time you saw Super Mario 64 on Nintendo 64. It was a breakthrough that took the industry by storm. But this is Nintendo DS action, playing on our new portable system. One character can stand 2 panels high, or take 2 different perspectives of the same battle, or monitor constantly available maps and menus. Here's a brand new Metroid game playing on Nintendo DS. Targeting and shooting now moves beyond buttons. Just tap the screen where you want to fire. Metroid's missions have always been nerve-wracking, but now they're non-stop, because all of your map positioning and weapons changes are done on the fly. Let's move on to the next pair. 2 media bays. One accommodates DS software, easily holding games with 1 gigabit of data and well beyond. The other plays all of your favorite GBA games. Consider the most exciting 2 for game players. 2 incredible new forms of player control. The first is touchscreen, responding to either a stylus or to your fingertip. The built-in microphone can be married to voice recognition programs. Finally, my favorite 2, dual wireless capability. The first is a proprietary application that allows up to 16 people to play and communicate together. The range extends up to 100 feet. Imagine instant chat and draw. And DS will even connect for you, springing to life from sleep mode once you're in range of someone else transmitting in group format. But what if your friend is more than a few feet away, say a few time zones away? No problem. Wi-Fi means you can connect via the net. It's beyond online, it's no line.
We look at the Nintendo DS as the next generation in portable gaming. It's more advanced, fully 3D. The 2 screens allow for a new game mechanic.
I think the brighter display, and I think this new memory format is really going to set the standard for how handheld devices are going to be created in the future.
What I like best is the touch panels. The idea of just touching is wonderful.
Yeah, so
It's the touch panels that make things easy. The games that took a very complicated operating system and input system may be more player-friendly by using touch panels. The function will enable us to try more interesting things.
And one of the most exciting parts of playing video games is competing with your friends and your family, and to be able to compete with a live person is just ultimately the most exciting part of a product. The fact that a format like Nintendo DS supports that kind of multiplayer is tremendous because it really allows games to get to the next level.
We can use 4 screens when played by 2 players, maybe even 6 screens or 8 screens. The number of screens increases rapidly, and that kind of possibility of expansion makes us excited.
The developer opportunities are right now what's really driving a lot of creativity.